I often think into myself, and this is a thought that comes to us when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses us with children for the first time, especially little girls, that with what heart did Imam Hussein bid farewell, seeing a 3-year-old child, the innocence of the child, and knowing what will happen to her. What went through his soul? We cannot imagine the emotional pain that the Imam endured. But he persevered. His heart broke. When he was fighting, he would refuse to fall. He would stand and fight again. And we have so many accounts of enemies striking him upon his blessed body. He would fall, struggle, and stand again. When you ask yourself, why was he doing this? The answer is that he knew as soon as they put him to death, they will make way for his tent. He was protecting his little Sakina and his Zainab. May our life be given for Hussein ibn Ali. It is the late afternoon. The scene is this, that he has buried his askar next to his tent. The wind blows. His garment, the hem of his garment is seen as blowing from right to left. And his beard is moving under the influence of the wind. Hussein, come to your death. None can save you. Hussein looks at them, turns back, looks at the tent of Abbas, finds it empty, and calls out, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. He looks at the tents of his companions. He finds it empty. Then he shouts out, Ya Fursan al-Hayja. O my brave soldiers, where are you? I call on to you, but you respond not. I seek your help, but you come not. By Allah, death has deprived you of speech. If God were to reinstill life into your torn limbs, you would come running once again. There is silence. He goes to Zainab. Zainab, bring me a garment that none may desire. She brings him an old shirt. He starts tearing it in many places. Oh brother, what is this that you do? After killing me, they will take away my garments. I wish to wear something that will cover my body, and I will not be left barren upon the dust. She cried and he wept. Come, let us take news of my son. Sajjad is unconscious. Hussein goes with Zainab. He looks at his son, and as tears flow from his eyes and land upon the face of Sajjad, he opens his eyes, unable to recognize his father. He focuses. Oh aunt, it is my father. Sit next to me that I may recline against you. Oh father, what news do you bring of our affairs with these godless people? O child, I come to bid you farewell. Sajjad asks one question. Ayna Ghammi al-Abbas? Where is my uncle Abbas? Zainab looks into the eyes of Hussein as tears fill her eyes. Ya Bunayya qad qutil. Your uncle has been killed? Sajjad cries and loses consciousness once again. He awakens. Ayna Akhi Aliyun al-Akbar qad qutil. Habib ibn Madahir qad qutil. Muslim ibn Awsaja qad qutil. Oh child, they have all been taken away. There is only you and there is only me. Oh aunt, hand me my sword and my staff. Oh child, what do you wish to do, oh father? I cannot tolerate this destitution of yours. It is easier for me to give my life than to live beyond you. Imam embraces him and says, Oh Zainab and Kulsum, hear well, he is your Imam after me. Oh Sajjad, if you were to die, then who will take these women back to Medina? He bids him farewell and asks him to persevere. He comes to the tent. He looks at them. They surround him. He's the only one left. They cry as they kiss his hands and feet and fall at his feet. Oh Zainab, guard them well. Oh Allah, let death not take them before me. Oh Zainab, your tribulations will be great after I have gone. Persevere for the sake of Allah and have hope in Allah. He comes out of the tent and he cries out, Ya Zainabu, Ya Kulthum, Ya Sakina, alaykunna minni salam, fahada salamu wida'in. Oh Zainab, Kulthum, peace be upon you from me, for this is my final farewell. Al-Firaq, Al-Firaq, the separation is upon us. As he moves through his own tent, there is a soft voice. Mahlan, Mahlan ya Aba Abdullah. Pause, O Aba Abdullah. As he turns, Zainab is coming to him. Let me behold your face one last time. For when again will I see you? She cries, O Hussein, in whose care do you leave your Zainab? I have no grandfather, father or brother. Hussein embraces her, O Zainab, do not tear the arteries of my heart with your tears. Bear it for the sake of Allah. After my death, your tribulations will know no end. O son of my mother, you will find your sister as you wish. He emerges from the tent, ascends his steed, and calls out one final time, Is there anyone who will come and defend the family of the Prophet? There was silence. He spurs his steed. The steed refuses to move. O Zuljana, you are thirsty, as am I. You are tired as your master, but this is my final battle. Take me to the battlefield and relieve yourself. He spurs his horse. Zuljana lowers its head. As the tears flow from its eyes and descend upon its hooves, a soft broken voice ascends. O Father, I too have a last request. O Sakina, what is it that you want? Descend from your steed. Sit next to me for a while. O Father, caress my head as you would caress the head of an orphan. O Sakina, but I must go. Astaslamta lil maut. Have you surrendered to death, O Father? O child, how may I not surrender to death when I have no brothers and sons and companions left? O Father, if you must die, then take your Sakina back to Medina first. Where is Medina, O Sakina? What awaits you are the dungeons of Sham. I hear this. Hussein says to Sakina, I may be able to bring back some water. But didn't my uncle promise me water and never came back? Oh Father, I am no longer thirsty, for I fear you will go and not return. He convinces Sakina to go back. Comes to the battlefield and says, "O people, you have behaved oppressively. You have violated the sanctity of the Blessed Prophet. You have taken away my brothers and my children and my companions. Now fight me. For by God you will never fight again a man like me." He engages in a battle. Zainab's heart is grieved. He comes back to the tent and cries out, "La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah." As Zainab hears this, she knows her brother is still alive. He goes back, enters within the Alqama. Maybe the thirst of the young child is impelling him within the river. As he cups water, they shoot arrows at him. He is wounded, and they shout, "O Hussein, as you partake of the cold water, your tents are being looted." In a rage, he throws the water and re-emerges. "O Shimr, call back your man. Kill me first, and then do what you wish." He speaks the truth. Retreat from the tents. Put him to death first. They see that he is unable to be overpowered. So they devise a cunning plan that as he emerges, make him a target of your arrows. As Hussein emerges once again, arrows are released from their bows. One by one they penetrate into his blessed body. Unable to contain himself, he descends upon the dust. Turning and trembling, he stands. Takes his sword, but is surrounded by the enemies. Stones are being thrown at him. They periodically ride up to him and strike him with the swords and spears. There comes a point where Hussein stands. His breaths become constricted. A 3-headed arrow is shot into his chest. "O Allah, they put to death the only son of your messenger." As he struggles, he is struck upon his blessed head. Hussein descends upon the dust. There is silence. Zainab's heart is filled with anguish. She runs towards the battlefield. As she begins to ascend atop a hill, Shimr says, "Finish him off. Sorrow be your lot. Sever his head." They circle in on him. They see Zuljana placing the forelock upon the body of Hussein until it is covered with the blood of Hussein. And then it gallops away towards the tents. When they come near Hussein, by Allah, we have not seen a man so hungry, so thirsty, so wounded, so alone, whose breaths are constricted, and yet he radiates with such serenity. His lips move in the remembrance of Allah. Put him to death? Nay, we will not kill him. Shimr advances. Zainab appears upon the hill. She sees Shimr placing his knee upon the chest of Hussein. "Shimr, do you know whose chest you ascend? It is the chest of the best man in lineage, and you will taste my blade." Zainab appears, sees this scene. She cries out, "Ya layta as-sama tabaqna ala al-ard." If only the heavens would collapse upon the earth. If only the mountains were to crumble. Ibn Ziyad looks towards her. "Ama fikum min muslimin?" Is there no Muslim amongst you who will say, "Waba Abdullah"? Zainab, not knowing what is happening, retreats towards the tents. Shimr moves his blade upon the neck of Hussein. The heavens open. The prophets descend. Ali descends. Hussein feels a shadow upon him. "Oh mother, have you come to take me?" As the first drops of blood appear, Fatima looks towards her father. "Oh father, they slaughter your Hussein." He turns away his face. "Oh Ali, do you not see what they are doing?" Ali lowers his head. "Oh Hassan, they leave." Fatima trembles. "Oh mother, shall you too leave me? I am but a mother, O child. How am I to bear this scene?" As Zainab retreats, Karbala trembles. Bewildered, she goes into the tent of Sajjad. As she awakens him, there is a cry. "Ala qad qutila al-Hussein."